Hello everyone! Welcome to Mr. English Master, the channel where you learn English with motivation and confidence. Today's story is for everyone who feels nervous while speaking English. This story will give you motivation and new energy to improve your English learning journey. So, let's begin the story. The girl who spoke with confidence. Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a shy girl named Sarah. She was intelligent, kind, and full of dreams. But there was one thing that always stopped her. She couldn't speak English confidently. Every time her teacher asked her to answer in English, her hands started shaking. Her heart beat fast, and words disappeared from her mind. She knew the answers, but she just couldn't say them out loud. Her classmates laughed at her broken English, and slowly, Sarah stopped speaking at all. One evening, Sarah came home with tears in her eyes. Her mother noticed it and asked, "Sarah, what happened?" Sarah said in a low voice, "Mom, I hate English. Everyone laughs when I speak. Maybe English is not for me." Her mother smiled and said something she never forgot. "Sarah, English is not about perfection. It's about expression. Even if you speak with mistakes, speak with confidence." People remember confidence, not grammar. Those words touched her heart. That night, she stood in front of the mirror and whispered, "I can do this. I will learn English. I will speak confidently." From that day, her journey began. Started small. She watched English cartoons, read short stories, and tried to talk to herself in English. Every morning, she stood in front of the mirror and practiced simple sentences. "My name is Sarah. I like to learn English. I am not afraid anymore." At first, she made many mistakes. She forgot words, mispronounced many, and laughed at herself. But she never stopped. She created a notebook called My English Diary, where she wrote 5 new words every day and used them in small sentences. For example, brave. I am brave to speak English. Journey. My English journey has started. Confidence. Confidence is my new friend. Little by little, she improved. Day. Her school announced an English speaking competition. The moment she heard it, she felt nervous again. Her heart said, "Don't do it, Sarah. You'll fail." But her mother's voice echoed in her mind. People remember confidence, not grammar. So, she took a deep breath and wrote her name on the participation list. Every day after school, Sarah practiced her speech in front of the mirror. She recorded her voice and listened to it again and again. She corrected her pronunciation and improved her body language. Sometimes she got frustrated, but she kept going. On the night before the competition, she looked at herself in the mirror and said, "Tomorrow I'm not going to be perfect. I'm going to be confident." The next morning, the hall was full of students and teachers. Sarah sat on her chair, her hands cold, her heart racing. When her name was announced, she walked slowly to the stage. For a moment, she forgot everything. She looked at the crowd, so many eyes staring at her. She wanted to run away, but then she remembered her promise. She took a deep breath, smiled, and began. "Good morning, everyone. My name is Sarah. Today, I want to tell you something special. How confidence can change your life." Her voice was soft at first, but with every line she grew stronger. She spoke about her fear, her struggle, and how she practiced every day. She ended her speech with these words, "You don't need to be perfect to speak English. You just need to be brave enough to try." When she finished, the hall was silent for 2 seconds. And then, everyone started clapping. Some students even stood up to applaud her. Sarah couldn't believe it. She smiled with tears in her eyes. That day, she didn't just win the competition. She won her confidence. After that day, everything changed. Sarah started helping her classmates with English. She spoke freely, even when she made mistakes. She joined the English club in her school and hosted small events. She began to realize that English was never her enemy. It was her tool to express herself. 1 year later, Sarah was chosen to give a speech on the power of learning at her school's annual function. She stood proudly on stage and said, A year ago, I was afraid to speak even one sentence in English. Today, I'm speaking in front of hundreds of people. The secret is not grammar, it's confidence and practice. Everyone cheered for her. The lesson. Sarah's story reminds us that learning English is not about showing off. It's about growth. It's okay to make mistakes, because every mistake teaches you something new. When you start believing in yourself, words start flowing naturally. Confidence is not given. It's built through small steps, daily practice, and a never give up attitude. So next time when you feel afraid to speak English, remember Sarah. She was once scared too, but she spoke anyway, and that made all the difference. Moral of the story. Don't wait to be perfect. Start speaking with confidence. English is not a talent, it's a skill. And every skill grows with practice. Your voice matters, even with mistakes. I hope this story inspired you and helped you learn something new today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mr. English Master for more motivational English stories. Keep learning, keep growing, and always speak with confidence. See you in the next video.